Hello, Delphine W. Berry here, author of 100 Days of Encouragement from My Heart to Yours. And we are on day 58 of our 100-day devotion. And today's title is Passing the Test. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them. And the Lord said to Satan, "From where do you come?" So Satan answered the Lord and said, "From going to and fro on the earth, and from walking back and forth on it." Then the Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job, that there is none like him on the earth, a blameless and upright man, one who fears God and shuns evil?" So Satan answered the Lord and said, "Does Job fear God for nothing? Have you not made a hedge around him, around his household, and around all that he has on every side? You have blessed the work of his hands, and his possessions have increased in the land. But now stretch out your hand and touch all that he has, and he will surely curse you to your face." And the Lord said to Satan, "Behold, all that he has is in your power, only do not touch his person." So Satan went out from the presence of the Lord. Job 1 verses 6 through 12. Job was a good man and faithful to God. And God knew Job was an upright man and allowed Satan to test him. Satan believed that if everything was taken from Job, Job would fall out of love with God and curse him. But God knew Job's heart. You may be going through something so difficult right now, you think God is not there for you. But God said he will never leave you nor forsake you. He allows you to go through tests and trials for different reasons. One reason could be he's getting rid of old ways or habits, or to humble you, or he just felt you worthy of the test. Nothing happens in your life without God's knowledge or permission. Wow. God put stipulations on what Satan can and cannot do. Know that God will not give you more than you can bear, for he knows your heart. Jesus said that in the world you would have tribulations, but be of good cheer, for he has overcome the world. So, beloved, don't sit around worrying about what you're going through or trying to figure out why you're going through it. Just know that God is there for you, and he will bring you through. The battle is not yours. It's the Lord's. In the end, because of Job's faithfulness to God, the Lord blessed him with more than he had before. There is victory in the Lord, and your blessings are on the way. If you haven't spent time in the book of Job, I recommend that you take time out and read about Job. Read about his faithfulness to God. Read about all what he went through. Read about all his losses. And he lost everything. But staying faithful to God and believing in him, God gave him more than what he had before. And only God can do that. Only God can give you more than you could ever imagine. You know, we do go through things, and I say it all the time, there are tests. And I can remember a time I would say, "Oh, that happened by accident," or, but as you continue to grow and you read more of the Word and you learn more of God, more of him, and of his will for your life, you realize nothing happens by accident, that everything happens for a reason and a purpose. We were born for a purpose. We were sent here for a specific purpose, an assignment, a task. So when we go through things, yes, it hurts. We don't understand it. Sometimes it can just knock us flat out. And we're like, okay, why is this happening? But when you ask God, Lord, help me to see. Help me to see your will in this. Help me to see your way in this situation. And give me strength to endure. And when you ask God that, he will bring you through it. And just know that there is a blessing on the other side of that test and that trial. You passed the test. You passed the test. Don't give up. And don't think, why me? We have to start saying, why not me? Why not me? If you serving the Father and you are a citizen of the kingdom of heaven, we're going to go through some tests. But the one thing we should remember is that God is right there with us. We do not go through a test or a trial by ourselves. It may feel like it, but he doesn't leave us. He doesn't leave us alone. He doesn't leave us stranded. He gives us the help that we need. And we just have to call on him to give us the strength to go through it. I remember a time my husband and I, we went through something, and that trial lasted 13 months. And I prayed, and I called on my God, and I reminded him of what he said. And when you remind God of his word, it truly does not return void unto him. And God worked that thing out for us. I just believed. I trust him. The weight was heavy, but I just kept saying, Lord, you said you will never leave me nor forsake me. So I stood on his word, and he came through that time and again and again and again, and he continues to come through for me. Oh, glory to God. I'd rather be with him than be without him. So I hope and pray that you give it to him. You trust him, that whatever you're going through, whatever that test is, God is doing something wonderful in your life. That something good's going to come out of it. Hang in there. Don't give up. And you too will pass the test. Remember, it is my heart's desire to encourage others to encourage themselves. Have a wonderful, blessed day.